What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another TMG Trivia. We are in the Singles League. Tonight we have Malcolm taking on Hunter. Let's get a little bit of introductions going. I will start with Mr. Chambless himself. Hunter, how's it going tonight?
Oh, man, I'm doing fantastic. I'm ready to do some trivia. Hopefully I get a win here in TMG Singles.
Right on. And your opponent.
Yeah, I'm just ready to kick some ass and show people what I can do.
Whoa. All right, gentlemen. All right, so we are in the Singles League, which means you will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge. If you need a technical repeat, we are over the internet. You know, that kind of sucks. Write your answers down. I don't really care if your hands are completely on screen or not, you know. Obviously, it'll be seen by myself and the line judge if you're cheating. If so, we'll give you 1 warning, and then we'll go from there. Questions, comments, concerns?
Nope. Good.
All right. Let's jump into it then. Category number 1 comes in the 90s. And the question is, what kind of animal does Dr. Evil take into space with him? I personally have never flown a rocket into space, let alone with an animal. But I bet there's at least 5 movies that have that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are up. Malcolm?
Cat.
Yep. Hunter?
Cat.
All right. Both striking first. Oh, and here comes my co-host, Mr. Aaron. We are into question 2. They both got the first point. I'll go ahead and read the second one just so you can get caught up.
I have the document open if you want me to go.
Go ahead. We're at question number 2.
Awesome. Well, good luck to the competitors. Not that that matters. We already started. In category number 2, in the question of animation, in Lilo and Stitch, what does Ohana mean?
Have you ever met an alien from space? Just real quick, I figured I should ask. Have you ever met
I got a little brother.
Well, I'll give you that. 3, 2, 1. Hunter.
Family.
All right. Malcolm.
Family.
All right.
Both of them, they both get that correct. And before anyone gives me shit saying what I said might have just given away the answer, they both had their boards up. Fuck you.
No, that's okay. Something about me, Lilo and Stitch is my favorite Disney movie of all time. All right, guys. Question number 3 comes in fantasy sci-fi. What kind of vehicle does H drive in the Oasis in Ready Player One? Personal note, this movie gets watched more often than it probably should in my house.
Any specifics or just the car?
Just the car is fine.
Okay.
I was going to say, I actually only just saw it for the first time. I missed it when it was in theaters, but a theater near me played it again, so I watched it.
Yep. All right, boards are up. Malcolm.
DeLorean.
That is incorrect.
I also had DeLorean.
That was not, that was Parsival. H drove the monster truck.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
All right, so the perfect round's gone, but the game is still tied at 2-2 or 1-1?
2-2.
There we go. All right, I thought I had that right. As we move into question number 4 in the category of directors, who directed Logan Lucky?
This is one of those I caught on TV one day and really enjoyed. I mean, being spoiler if you haven't seen the movie, a NASCAR fan, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. And I saw it on a plane, ironically enough.
No. 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm.
Steven Soderbergh.
And Hunter.
I had Michael Mann.
Oh, good pull, Malcolm. Good pull. All right. Next category, in action adventure. In The Matrix, what is the name of the person that Neo goes to see who tells him he is the one? I saw this movie with a boyfriend of my mother's at 11 years old and fell in love.
I think I also saw the movie around that age. but not in theaters.
And Hunter.
Morpheus.
Malcolm.
It's the Oracle.
It is the Oracle.
All right. With a score of 4-2, we move on to question number 6 in a category that is everyone's all-time favorite, scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Batman, the 1989 movie, obviously?
Great movie. Started the superhero genre, in my opinion.
Yeah, it did. I mean, because Superman came and died before Batman got out, so.
Yep. Why?
And
4,
one.
And Supergirl happened.
2. We don't count that. Pens down. Hunter.
Danny Elfman.
And Malcolm.
Danny Elfman.
All right. 5-3, gentlemen. 5-3. Next one comes in the realm of comic book movies. What country do the losers find themselves in at the beginning of the film, The Losers?
What country?
I had a really hard question. The way this was written, like one of our friends from somewhere else said I should write it a different way, but I thought it was like 5 times as too hard. Or
That's the most braggy, least braggy statement ever.
1. Pens down. Hunter.
If you know, you know.
France?
And Malcolm.
Russia.
The answer is Bolivia.
Bolivia.
All right, and with that, we'll go ahead and move into question number 8 in the category of comedies. There we go. Keep that going. What kind of store does Scott's dad own in Teen Wolf?
So, Aaron, I have to ask you, do you
Sure.
turn into a werewolf in the middle of the night and play sports?
Absolutely. It's why After Dark never goes longer than 3 hours.
Good answer. I like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm.
Sports store.
Hunter.
I had a hardware store.
And Hunter with the pull. All right, guys. Question number 9. Question number 9 comes in the realm of Arnie and Sly. In Demolition Man, what fast food franchise does Dr. Cocteau take John Spartan and Huxley to? I personally love this movie. This is one of my...
It is an interesting one. It's unique, I'll say that. A lot of Sly movies fall into that same category, but it's unique.
But I would say it's in my top 5 favorite movie.
God.
4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm.
Fun fact: in some countries it was Pizza Hut, but it's Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
All right, so we've got a 6-5 battle here. They are heating up.
All right, and as we get into their last chance to get this 1 point going into round 2, we have to question number 10 in the continuous category of plot summary. And the summary is, after being sentenced to 2 life sentences for the murder of his wife and her lover, a man forms a friendship, experiences the brutality of prison life, adapts, and helps the warden in what film?
I can't say anything about this movie. It is just a dead giveaway.
Absolutely.
I was
God
upset,
forbid.
but this is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
This is I can't even do the countdown. This is my favorite movie of all time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm.
I think I've got it wrong, but I'll put Longest Yard.
Hunter.
The Shawshank Redemption, baby.
Attaboy.
And with that, the game is tied 6-6 going into round 2.
Since Malcolm was into the call first, he will decide if he wants to spin the wheel or defer. And guys, round 2 works like this. You will have, since this is a singles division, you will have 5 questions out of 10 predetermined categories. Spinners and opponent's choice are both on the wheel. If you get it right without going to multiple choice, it's 2 points. If you have to go to multiple choice, you go to 1. Stealing is on the table. And your wheel for tonight, gentlemen, I should stop looking at the questions and probably bring up the wheel. Wizarding World, which is Malcolm's strength. War films, 1990s. Spinner's Choice, which is everybody's favorite. Young adult adaptations. Avengers MCU films, which is Hunter's strength. Stanley Kubrick, 1980s. Opponent's Choice, and rom-coms. Malcolm, would you like to spin first or default to Hunter?
I'll spin first.
All right, and your spin is in.
I have to say, interesting choice by Hunter to make sure we know MCU and the 1998 Avengers movie in there.
All right. Malcolm, you landed on rom-coms. Do you want to spin again or do you want to keep it?
Spin again.
All right. Spinning for it. And he has young adult adaptations.
Okay.
Let me get those questions up. Do you want to read these, Aaron, or do you want me to?
Sure, I can read them.
All righty.
All right. So as we get into round number 2 in the category of young adult adaptations, or as what my stupid generation would call modern classics.
Yikes.
Yeah, listen, I disagree. Here we go. Malcolm, your first question is, in Divergent, how many factions does Chicago have?
Multiple choice.
All right, here we go. And your multiple choice. A, 3. B, 6. C, 5. Or D, 4.
4.
And we're going to go to Hunter with the opportunity to steal.
6.
Final
6.
answer?
Final answer.
And didn't even let me reread him the question, but that is incorrect. The answer we were looking for is 5. Somewhere in between their two answers.
Trash movie anyway.
They got more.
Wow.
Listen,
that movie.
I'd say he's wrong, but that franchise has more factions than it does sequels. And with that, we move on to question number 2. In 2002's A Walk to Remember, Landon begs his estranged father to help his girlfriend Jamie. What is the occupation of Landon's father?
Multiple choice.
All right. And your multiple choice answers are A, doctor, B, firefighter, C, cop, or D, pastor.
Firefighter.
And once again, we're going to go to Hunter for the chance to steal. I will reread you your question and your multiple choice. In 2002's A Walk to Remember, Landon begs his estranged father to help his girlfriend Jamie. What is the occupation of Landon's father? A, doctor, B, firefighter, C, cop, or D, pastor?
Doctor?
That is correct for the 1 point steal, as Hunter will take the 1 point up. We're going to go ahead and move on to question number 3 for Malcolm in the category of young adult films. Who plays Cinna, Katniss Everdeen's stylist, in the Hunger Games series?
Oh.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I quite like these movies. I just guilty pleasure.
Multiple choice.
All right. As we go to multiple choice, your answers are A, Woody Harrelson, B, Lenny Kravitz, C, Donald Sutherland, or D, Liam Hemsworth.
Lenny Kravitz.
And that is correct for a point, as Malcolm will bring it back. And we'll go ahead and move on to question number 4. What year saw the release of The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Um, 2012.
And that is correct for 2 more points, pushing Malcolm ahead into a 2-point lead. He multiple choiced and fought his way through a round filled with mostly terrible film. All right, and we're going to go ahead and get to Malcolm's 5th question of round number 2. Malcolm, who plays Miss Honey in the film Matilda?
Oh, bollocks. I love that movie.
That is not the correct answer.
Multiple choice.
All right, and your options are A, Pam Ferris, B, Rhea Perlman, C, Embeth Davids, or D, Mara Wilson.
Embeth Davids.
And that is correct for a point. And he comes out with a 2-point lead at the end of it as Hunter goes and heads into his spin.
All right, Hunter. We won't spin that. I just pressed too many times. And your spin is away. And we'll spin it a second time.
Yeah.
Hunter being allowed as many spins as he wants to get there.
We have Stanley Kubrick.
Spin again.
All right.
Utmost confidence turning away from a classic director. Love to see it.
And Spinner's choice.
Give me
What's
MCU Avengers.
Kind of figured that was coming. All righty. Let me shut this down and come back over. All right. In MCU Avengers films. Question number 1. In Infinity War, who is the first character to be dusted after the snap?
It's the first. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. A, Falcon. B, Bucky. C, Black Panther. Or D, Groot.
Bucky.
And that is correct for 1 point.
I should have went with my gut.
All right, question number 2. Which Infinity Stone is War Machine and Nebula tasked with obtaining during the time heist?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, space, B, soul, C, power, or D, reality?
Space.
And Malcolm with the 1 point steal.
It is the Power Stone.
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right. That's all right. Hunter, your third question. Who provides the voice of Ultron in the second Avengers film?
Oh my god, hold on. Multiple choice. I'll know when I hear it.
A, James Spader. B, Aaron Taylor Johnson. C, Thomas Kurtzman. Or D, Damian Porter.
A.
That is correct for the 1 point. All right. Your fourth question. What item is Coulson hopeful to get signed by Captain America in the Avengers?
Multiple choice.
A, replica shield. B, his Captain America trading cards. C, a Captain America poster. Or D, a Captain America tie.
B, the trading cards.
That is correct to tie the game. All right, Hunter. Your last question in this is, what year saw the release of Avengers Age of Ultron?
2015.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, we're going into round number 3. Hunter has a 1-point lead, which means he is going to give us 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 15, and he will get a 2-point, a 3-point, and a 5-point. Hunter, what 3 numbers sound good to you?
All right. Give me 11.
Okay.
9 and 15.
11, 9, and 15. Malcolm, 3 numbers that aren't 11, 9, or 15.
Son of a bitch, you stole 2 of my numbers. 4, 7, and 10.
Yeah, he got one of my numbers, that's for sure. All right, guys. So we are going to go to
Be Malcolm first.
Yes.
Malcolm. He's going to answer his 2-point question. He chose category number 4, and that comes in Joel Schumacher. And the question is, what kind of shot do the Frog Brothers run in The Lost Boys? And don't forget, you have all 3 repeats available.
Same to Hunter when he steps up.
Okay, grocery store.
We were looking for a comic book store. All right, so we are going to move to his 3-pointer, and he chose category number 7, which is quotes. And the quote is, "A census taker once came to test me."
Silence of the Lambs.
That is correct for 3 points. Couldn't put any more on there, or it would have given it away.
Yep.
All right. Would you like to take Hunter's 2-pointer?
Absolutely. And Hunter's 2-pointer comes in the category number 11, which was the category of 2000s movies.
I was born during
Hunter-
that decade.
Good job. Your question is, who plays Bleecker in Juno?
Michael Cera.
That is correct for 2 points to Hunter. Well, all right, so the game is tied up at 14-14. We're going to go ahead and move on to Hunter's 3-pointer, which was in the category number 9, comic book movies.
Okay.
Hunter, your question is, where does Stephen Strange train in the mystic arts in the film Doctor Strange?
Are you looking for like a location?
Yes, the location that he is in, yes.
Okay. Repeat the question, please.
Absolutely. Where does Stephen Strange train in the mystic arts in the film Doctor Strange?
I'm going to say Brazil.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Kamartaj.
Yeah, I would never have gotten out. So.
All right, and so with that, we move on to Hunter's 5-pointer. And that is going to come in the category number 15, which is Robert Rodriguez films.
Told you I wrote these.
And here we go. You have 2 repeats left, just so you know, for your final question.
All right.
And a challenge if you hate Maddie enough to try it. How many films of Robert Rodriguez's has Danny Trejo been in?
And we're going to give him a couple extra seconds because...
Absolutely. And this is any appearance, not just starring, but him just appearing in.
Okay.
Clarify. And it's a doozy of a question.
All right. I'm going to go with 5.
That is incorrect. The answer we were looking for was 9.
Nice.
Very close with Danny Trejo. He's been in 9, although I don't blame your exact math. No one remembers the Spy Kids films. It's okay.
I did. That's the first 3 I thought of.
All right.
It's 4 Spy Kids movies.
There's 4 of those things.
And they're all good.
Oh, he was in the 4th one? I didn't realize that.
He was, yeah.
The 3 Machete movies.
Yep.
So that would make that. And then the 2 Desperado films.
Yep.
All right. So this is to win the game or to go to sudden death. Malcolm chose category number 10, and that comes in Mike Myers. And the question is, Mike Myers plays what character in the film Inglourious Bastards? And don't forget, you have all 3 repeats.
To clarify, are we looking for both first and last name?
If you give me the rank and the last name, I'll accept it. Or if you give me the first and last name, I'll accept it. I'll be lenient.
All right.
I'm probably completely wrong here, but Lieutenant Aldo Rain.
And we are going to sudden death.
Aldo Rain is Brad Pitt's character.
The answer we were looking for is General Ed French.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans across the world, this is a first here in TMG trivia. We are going to sudden death. So what we are going to do is we are going to start asking questions. We will go until one per competitor gets it right and the second one gets it wrong. Bless you. We're going to go back to the whiteboards, or in Hunter's case, pen and paper. We will ask the question. We'll give you your time. You write it down. We keep going. Everybody understand? Hunter, you still have 2 repeats. Malcolm, you still have 3. Here we go. In Idle Hands, what does Mick use to reattach Nub's head to his body?
And just so everyone watching is aware, all of these are in the category of mixed bag. Neither competitor will know what's coming, and this is definitely the definition of not knowing what's coming.
I'm sorry, but I have grown up loving this movie. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Malcolm.
I've got no idea. I just said hammer.
Hunter?
I said super glue.
Oh, Hunter, you are on the right track. It is duct tape.
Duct tape.
All right, we'll move into the second question of sudden death. In Batman v Superman, what is the white Portuguese?
I hate to say it, but I'm a fan of 90% of this film.
Repeat the question, please. I don't really understand what you're...
Okay. In Batman v Superman, what is the white Portuguese? I will say this. The countdown starts soon.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hunter.
I had reporters.
Malcolm?
Is it a blank whiteboard?
Guys, the white Portuguese is a ship.
Oh.
That is what Batman tries to steal the kryptonite on.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. Next question in mixed bag. What is the present Ralphie receives that he doesn't want for Christmas in the holiday classic A Christmas Story? This has to be watched every year on sometime on Christmas in my house.
Absolutely. I feel like it's a movie most people would watch. It still does hold up for the most part, and it's better than its shitty sequel.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
especially if you shoot your eye out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Malcolm, you're first on my board.
I got no idea. I just see good game.
Hunter.
Pink bunny suit.
And your winner
Yeah.
with a score of 15-14, Hunter Chambless.
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start our post-match interviews. We will drop our second place person to the back. We will talk to our winner, Hunter. You came out, you swung for the fences, and you hit. How does it feel?
Dude, this is my first win in a movie trivia match in a very long time. It feels good to be on the winning end for once. Malcolm put up a great game. Yeah, dude. We both had hard 5 pointers. Yeah, it was a great match overall.
Yeah, it was. I've hosted a few of these. We've never gone to sudden death before, let alone several questions in. Congratulations. Is there somebody in the league you'd like to call out?
Dude, I would be willing to play anybody at any time. Just anybody.
Oh, he says line them up and rack them up. Line them up and knock them down. All right, but we're going to send you to the back, and we will bring in our second place runner-up tonight. Malcolm, Bud, you guys went to the 4th sudden death question. 5-pointers, those were definitely, you had to know the movie to know them. You came up 14-15. Nothing to hold your hat on. How do you feel tonight?
Hunter put up a good fight, but it's just one of those ones like I've seen Inglourious Basterds many times. I can barely remember that Mike was even in the movie. It's just not a memorable movie that much, but yeah.
When I searched Mike Myers and saw he was on there, I had to look it up on the film to make sure I wasn't wrong. So, is there anybody in the league you'd like to call out or to play?
No, I'm just going to sort of lurk and just if anyone wants to call me out, then I'm there. But I'm just going to lurk and watch and wait.
Yikes! Yeah, I could say so many things there, but I'm not going to. Let's bring in your other competitor. We'll start with our winner tonight, Hunter. Where can people find you on the interwebs?
You guys can follow me over at my YouTube channel, Nerd Entertainment Network, where we have the movie trivia challenge and combat wrestling trivia. So check that out. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you.
Malcolm, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Take 3 and Full Metal.
All right, short and sweet to the point. Mr. Aaron, where can people find you?
On Instagram at Aaron T. Knoll, and depending on when this match goes up, I will either be shortly in or have just released my first return trivia match. I played a team match. I won't spoil anything, but it was a hell of a match. And so was this one. So if you enjoyed this, go watch that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm Matty G. You can find me over at TMG Entertainment. I am the commissioner of the Game Zone. I also run Suplex City Chats Thursday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, as well as Saturdays we do After Dark. It is our SEN-style talk show. We have various guests, depending on when this comes out. We've had John Kaiser and Adam Collins stop by recently. We've had various Schmodown competitors coming up. Eventually, we're going to have some paranormal investigators stopping by to discuss what they do. I'm also the commissioner here of TMG Singles, so if you want to get a match, hit me up at Facebook at Matt Graham. For myself, Matty G, Aaron sitting next to me, Hunter Chambless, our winner, Malcolm Lay, who disappeared. He had other stuff to do. Our backline judge, Nikki Sullivan, and our co-head writer, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Kevin Poss. Good night.